guys, I'm back with a new video, and today's video is an update on Ash's vlog, and let me tell you, it has gotten way more intriguing than last time. So ever since the last videos came out of all the people like getting kidnapped and dying and all that stuff, Ash didn't really post anything for a long time, so I couldn't really make an update video. But all of a sudden, when I was like thinking about making one, like a miracle happened. Ash posted 3 new videos, and the videos are kind of bad because it didn't lead to anything good. Actually led to things far worse. The first video is called "You Are Not Afraid to Die." It consists of a guy sleeping and then wakes up. He starts doing weird things and he looks like if he's confused and doesn't really know what to do. He looks like he starts to get a little stir crazy because he's just in that room and by himself like the whole time. And then he starts to destroy everything, and then the video cuts and then there's blood like on the wall and on the floor, and he's obviously nowhere in sight. So that's pretty, I don't know, that's pretty scary because obviously like he's most likely dead now. Like there's no doubt about it that he's dead. But the thing is though, like, who was watching him and why did they kill him? That's the real question. So here's one of my theories. Obviously it's unclear why he is there. We could always just assume. I feel like we will never know because the story is just ongoing and there's more mystery to it every single time. But maybe he could have been kidnapped, but there's no proof he was kidnapped. He was just killed. Or maybe it could have been someone who had joined the cult and was under surveillance by them. And that's something that's always been in my mind and makes me really curious, because I know you've guys seen, anybody who's interested in the story has seen other people make videos saying hello drip, like kind of like saying that they're in the cult. So that makes me wonder, like, what happens when you do that? Like, do they get in contact with you, like, or is it just you like saying that you're a part of them but nothing really happens? Like, honestly, it's like a big mystery. And if there are people in it that are really close to it, like, what happens to them? Because obviously they're not like the main people in the cult who are killing the people. Obviously they have something to do with it because they joined the cult, but I wonder what's their duty and like what do they do. It would be really interesting if someone who was in the cult like freaking spoke out about it on like what goes on and what's happening. So I don't know, that first video was really creepy, but it didn't really have any, like, I guess, any context to it. It didn't really have any context to it. It's just like someone died, and or probably it's not even, could not, maybe they're not dead, but like when you think about it, like looking through the story, they're most likely dead. So yeah, and now we got to talk about the second video. So in the second video was obviously one of the unlisted videos that are always in the description, and it showed how someone got rid of evidence. Like, I don't know if it was evidence, but it had to be something that tied to them that they didn't want nobody to find. And I feel like that is one of the main reasons making videos on Ash is really hard, because there are videos upon videos that surface all the time because of the links left under their main video, and it's kind of hard to pinpoint the order of each of them because it's literally a lot. Anybody who has looked into this and that's watched the video and seen a bunch of links, like, you know that there's a lot, and it's really hard to know like when did each video come out or like which one like is in order, you know? So it's very difficult. And then there was also another link, but I watched it and It was bad, and I feel like that was one of the main reasons it was taken off of YouTube. So for that reason, obviously I can't show the whole video on my channel. I will put some of it, but if you want to watch the rest of the video, you're gonna have to watch the link in the description. And then I guess like that's how you'll be able to see what happened and why, obviously. So as you guys saw, someone was murdered, and the person that was murdered sounded like a woman, and that makes me think that it could have been Ash. And the reason why is because I discovered something horrible, and I want you guys to watch the next video that I'm gonna show you guys, and I want you guys to let me know if you guys figure out what I'm talking about. And honestly, when I figured this out, I was like, holy shit. I was like, this really makes me think that Ash could be actually. Can you stop? I did what you asked me to do. Okay. Actually, I'm done. So if you guys did not realize who that person was like me, then it's alright, because I literally had totally forgotten about her. And I don't know if you guys remember, but that's Ash's friend. That was the friend that was with her when they opened up a file on the computer, and then like some virus got on the computer and like the music started playing, and then someone pulled up to the house and started to try to break in. That's the same friend that was with her that day. So, you know, that literally stunned me. And if you don't remember about that video, let me just show you so you could remember.
So here we are with the lovely Al, and thanks to her we have... Hello? Close it up.
See, now that is what you call a fake ass friend. She obviously is working for the cult. Who is not to say after the video she was the one who let the person in, because obviously, as you saw in the other video, you were able to see that she's working for them. She said, "I've done what you've asked." So obviously she was working for the cult or had something to do with the cult. But I really don't know why she did it. And that's the reason I think that Ash is dead, because obviously her own friend is in it, and her own friend was like, "I did what you've asked, like what else do you want?" And you heard the girl screaming in the other video. Like, come on, it's like you gotta put two and two together. I mean, I hope she's not dead, but I mean, it's a big possibility she is. And I don't know, maybe her friend did it because she was being threatened by them, but I honestly don't know. It honestly would suck if she is being threatened by them, because that's scary as hell. If you know what they're capable of, it's like you have to do what they're saying, or because they're obviously gonna kill you, and they will kill your family. They won't give a shit. And I don't know, this is one other reason I think she's dead. It's because I found a video and it's called "It's Your Final Ash," and you could clearly hear a woman crying in the video, and it's like, come on, like it's obvious, like it's only been a woman in the videos, and I don't know, I really do hope it's not her, but this whole ARG is about Ash, so like I feel like it has to do with her. So it shows how they drove to a secluded place, and it looked like it could be the place where they kept all the people in the previous videos, and it could also be the place the murder took place in the previous video. But there can still be hope that Ash was alive, because obviously we did not see any faces, so she could still be alive. I mean, I hope she's alive, because if she's not, I mean, where the hell is this ARG gonna go? So I mean, I really do hope she's alive, but who knows? I mean, she could be dead. And when they were driving to that place, it really did look like it was the place where everything could have took place, because it looked deserted. It looked like there was no one there, and it looked creepy as hell. I mean, that's the perfect place you could go kidnap people, because it's big. I don't think people will hear other people yelling if it's also abandoned, you know? So I mean, it's a big possibility that could have been the place. One interesting thing that I found out, kind of found out. You know how I've been wondering, like, what happens to the people who decide to involve themselves in, like, the cult and stuff? I don't know if you guys remember in the other previous video, the previous video I made on Ash. I don't know if you guys remember the guy who was bleeding out on the train. And, like, when that happened, that video came out, we didn't really know who he was and why they killed him. But I found a video where they decided to kill him, and like it shows his face and everything. It was pretty creepy and weird and scary, because that's like, if you have someone come up to you like that, like, oh hell no, that's scary. So as I said before, I can't show the whole video here because it will get taken down. So I'm gonna leave a link in the description so you guys can watch the whole thing. But like, when you watched it, you can tell he was super scared, and I wonder what he was doing for them, because I don't think they killed him just because he worked for them. I feel like he did something wrong, and that's why they killed him. Or maybe he's one of Ash's friends that knew too much. But it was obvious that he knew who was in front of him, because he looked terrified right as the person got there. It's like, it wasn't a surprise. He knew they were there for something, and I feel like he knew who that person was. And there's still so many questions that I need to be answered, but I would like, it would take a whole lot of time to just figure this out. Like, dead ass, like, there's just so much to it that it's just insane. I feel like not every question is going to be answered. I feel like this is just going to be ARG with a bunch of like loose ends to it. But I wanted to make clear to any new viewers watching this video that this is most likely a fictional story, an ARG. And I honestly, myself, I think that these are students who are working on a film for school. And I honestly, because I've seen a lot of students work on films like these, so I feel like that's what they're doing. I feel like it's for a project for school. And I don't know, I give them props though, because Ash Vlogs has been such a big phenomenon, at least for like YouTube, the people who know, like, it's been big, and it's been a lot of mystery. So whoever like decided to make these, like, bravo, because it's a good ARG, really good. Just too many loose ends. Like, please cut it on that. That's a whole lot of things. Like, you can't really figure this whole thing out because there's just so much to it. But like I always say, this is gonna be the end of the video. I will for sure have an update as soon as more information comes out. So make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you won't miss what happens next. And don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time.